All right, look at that. I did it. This show is dedicated to Dave's Disney Dreams because he's the one I see in the chat. Hello, Dave. Good to have you here. And everyone who joins. I'm just being funny. Mary Ellen, thank you for being here. We love Spaceship Earth behind you.
There's Lisa.
Oh, hey, Elisa. Hey, I got to pay attention to the chat. Hi, Elisa. Good to have you here.
Hi, Jersey girl.
Is Jersey Girl here too? All right. And we got Scott in the house. And Scott, let's put you solo. And his dad, Steve. Hi, guys. How you doing? Good to have you here. All right. Now,
Oh,
I
Rachel's coming in shortly.
going. All right, Rachel. You must be feeling better. Yes. All right. Guys, thanks for being here. I got a lot planned. I see we already got a lot of people here. Good to have everyone here. Mary Ellen, how is the day going for you in Oklahoma there?
It's damp and cold, so I've been inside all day working on my show. But so it's really fun to be on with you all.
Isn't it nice when you don't have to prep and you just join and it's
Yes.
fun. I know. Scott, Steve, a little bit about your day. You guys had some volleyball action today.
Yeah, and our team won. Hooray, hooray.
Is
Yeah,
that team Purdue?
yeah. And we've got some games coming up down Indianapolis at a new venue down there. And that's where the Pro Volleyball Federation team plays at.
Ooh.
So they've got some games coming up. And I think Purdue is playing Vanderbilt down there. And we've got tickets for that game.
Very nice.
We have a friend that's a professor at Vanderbilt.
Okay.
I hope that she shows up. She's a good friend of Scott's.
Okay. Scott, the man of so many friends. I want to say hi to Keith here. Thank you, Keith, for being
Hi,
here.
Keith.
Lisa's saying they had the heat woozies. I've never heard of that one before. Hi, Jason. Good to have
Hi,
you here.
Jason.
And hey, Michelle the Quilter. Nice
Hey,
to have
Michelle.
you here. We also got Movie Mania Nick here.
Hi, Nick.
Nick, I have some movie questions, of course. Gloria, nice to
Hi,
have you
Gloria.
here. All right, we got a lot of people here, and we got a full night. I got something a little unique planned that I just did at the last minute. I hope you enjoy it. But all right, let's get into it. What do you say?
Let's go.
All right, look at that pretty cool visual. All right, here we go. Number one, 20 questions. We're going to do it. Question. So we have a dog. I am a TV show. Okay. So we have a dog. Give the Mary Ellen, Steve, Scott, maybe just wait a few seconds and give everybody a chance to guess. But yeah, I'm a TV show. Hey, we got Surf Bum in the
Hi,
house.
John.
Hiya, John. Nice to have you here. Where am I? There I am. Okay. So there we go. The game has begun. I am a TV show. Scott, do you have any guesses? Steve?
Lassie?
Lassie. Nice guess. Not it though.
Oh yeah.
Old Yeller.
Old Yeller. It is not Old Yeller, but that's a great guess. Mary Ellen?
Rin Tin Tin.
Rin Tin Tin. All right, it is not any of those. It wasn't quite in that vein. All right. I don't see any guesses in the chat yet, but this is a TV show. We have a dog. Oh man, Lisa, you're just too good. It is the Brady Bunch. Oh, My Three Sons. That's a great guess, John. I remember that.
How in the world did you get that from We Have a Dog?
I didn't expect it to happen that quickly. Our family car is a station wagon. So yeah, that starts to get to be a little bit more obvious. And then Ann B. Davis was caught in the middle. And you all know who Ann B. Davis played, right?
Yeah.
What
The
was her
maid.
name?
Alice.
Alice. That's right.
Hey, I should have known.
That's before your time. Well, reruns, right, Nick? I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with the show. I watched that show religiously when I was a kid. She guessed, says Keith.
Yes.
And then the rest of the clues. 3 of us have hair of gold. I
Oh,
think,
like their mother.
yep, the youngest one in curls. And then, of course, the men were living all alone. Did you watch that show ever, Scott? The Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did because the woman in it was from Indiana.
Florence Henderson?
Yeah.
Really?
As a matter of fact, when Jim Neighbors died,
Yeah.
you know, he always did the Back Home Again in Indiana at the Indy 500.
Oh.
I thought, boy, it'd be great to get her to do it. But they found somebody else. Of course, I
Okay.
don't know if her voice would have been up to it. She was getting pretty elderly at that time.
Okay. Okay.
That was
Alice.
his boyfriend, Sam the
Yes, Sam. I forgot about him. Man, memories. Yes, that was exactly right, Michelle. Alice is the person. Hello, Richard. Nice to have you here.
Hi, Richard.
Richard is a Baltimore Orioles fan, I think.
Hmm.
I saw the Brady Bunch movies in the 80s. I don't think I ever saw that one.
I did.
Was it funny?
Well, it was just the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. Was there one where they went to Hawaii?
Oh
That was-
yeah,
that
they
was
got
one of them.
they got jinxed or whatever. I remember
Yeah.
that one.
The Big Kahuna.
Yeah. All right. Onward. Okay, yep, the Brady Bunch. Look at that.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, Jim. Thumbs up number 7 here. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. I
And
was
you
like,
never show the dog, so that cracks me up that Lisa got it by the dog.
isn't that something? There was a dog though.
There was, but never in pictures.
Right. Oh, yeah, Hawaii Christmas.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. All right. Moving on. In what year did Walt and Lillian Disney adopt their daughter, Sharon May?
Mm.
Huh.
Hmm.
1952.
Okay.
1960.
1960? That's the year I was born.
Hmm.
I shouldn't say that, should I?
Trade you.
You could say whatever you want at your show.
That's right. Get used to it. I'm old.
Oh, wait a minute. My father said you're just a young pup.
Well, there's not much difference. All right, Gloria, 1935.
Mm.
Jason, 1932. I'm going to give people a little bit time to do this. Hey, look at that. We got Carlos in the house. Hello, Carlos.
Hi, Carlos.
Nice to have you here. Carlos, in what year did Walt and Lillian Disney adopt their daughter, Sharon May?
Did
Jim's-
they adopt both daughters, or was just one?
Just the one. I think
Okay.
their other daughter was theirs, and I think she was older, but I'm not positive.
No.
1948, says Jim.
I'm going to say 45.
45, says Steve. And Scott, I think, said 60.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Answers are in. The answer is 1936.
There.
Wow.
I think the closest, I know Jason and Gloria were close.
Donna said 39.
Wait a minute. Is Donna in here? Hiya, Donna. When did you slip in? Man, the chat goes fast. Nice to have you here. 39. And Jason said 32. Gloria said 35. She was 1 year off. Man, Gloria just kills it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She knows her
She's got
stuff.
the gift.
She knows her stuff. 1 year off. Good job. All right, next question. This is a hard one. I would have never known this.
Hmm.
What Disney production did Sharon May appear in? And I have heard of this production. I'm going to tell you, it's not like a big one, not like a big movie. Lisa, you're right. Gloria is a trivia beast. All right. What production did Sharon May appear in? Does anybody know? If anybody knows, 500 points.
I'm going to say Mickey Mouse Club.
Mickey Mouse Club. It's a very good guess.
No clue.
This guy has no clue.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be surprised if anyone got this one. All right. Should I just reveal? I think I'm going to reveal the answer because this one's a hard one. Okay, wait a minute.
Jason wants to know a family movie.
Kind of. I'm going to say that's as close as we're probably going to get.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. Alice in Wonderland. Now, this is a very interesting guess. I'm going to have to say I think that's a pretty good guess. It's not accurate. Ribbon cutting for a part. Is not that Michelle? Donna says Mary Poppins. All right. Well, this is a tough one. The answer is 1 Hour in Wonderland.
I remember that one.
So what they did was that it was a TV, I think it was just a TV show, and it was all about that magic mirror, and there was some conflict, and I believe that's Alice there. So it was like a real people in the Alice in Wonderland scenario, but it was a different story.
I was going to say that girl sitting next to Walt is Alice.
Yeah.
Or is that, what's her name? Sharon
I don't
May.
think that's Sharon May, but I think Sharon May she might have been right behind her.
Oh.
So yeah, you can watch it on YouTube, Lisa and Donna. It is on YouTube. So yeah, so Jim was the closest. I don't think that's the one with Sean Connery. But there was a show with Sean Connery.
And this is the only thing she was ever in.
Yes. She pursued a different path. All right. Very good. All right, guess the number. Oh, I've decided to change the rules on this one. We're guessing numbers, but you can be above it or below it. Who cares if you're over it, right? It's all who's the closest. You know I don't. Well, that's true. Okay, Rachel. I'm so sorry, Rachel.
See, I couldn't even see her.
You know what happened, Rachel? There's so many things. You were down a row below.
I see.
Nice.
No
to have
worries.
you here. Let me move you up on the scale here.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Rachel.
Sorry, we just battled like a 2-week stomach bug. I've never experienced anything so disgusting in my life.
Oh man. So you're sick and you're taking care of sick kids.
Oh yeah, and the sick husband. So it
Oh
just
my
was
gosh.
all the fun.
Family affair.
Oh man, Rachel. Well, we're glad you're here. How's everyone now?
Hopefully recovered, but I don't have any wood to knock on, so.
Well, everybody is welcoming Rachel, so.
Oh, hello. Long
to have
time
you
no
back.
chat.
It's the greatest weight loss program.
It's very aggressive. It was definitely a detox.
Well, we're glad you guys are better. All right. We'll move on now. So as I just said, you can be above or below this number. It doesn't matter. So who's ever closest. How many bathrooms does the White House have?
I forgot to count them.
Oh, you were in there, eh?
I'm going to guess 13.
13. All right.
Ooh.
Something to do with colonies.
I like that.
That's cool.
50? Something to do with states. I have no idea.
All right, Carlos is saying 17.
40? Scott says 40.
40? All right. Are you sticking with the 50, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay.
No idea.
Donna says 35. Mary Ellen?
21.
21. Michelle the Quilter, 15. Jim says 10. Gloria and Nick are going to agree with Donna, 35. There seems to be a
Wow.
pattern here. Jason says 50, one for each state. So he's thinking like you, Steve.
Yeah, and if you visit, you're only allowed to use the one associated
For
with
your state.
Where in the heck is Minnesota?
Way down the hallway.
More than one, says Lisa. Very good.
Good
You were
answer,
correct.
Lisa.
Yes, I got to say, that's right on the money. All right, the answer is 35.
Look at these smart people.
People just know stuff. And one water fountain.
Well, you know what? Now I know.
Will you ever forget it? You're a teacher. Nope.
I'll probably forget it.
All right, next question. How many cells, prison cells, were there in Alcatraz?
Ooh, I used to know this.
Have you any of you ever visited?
No.
Where do people from Philadelphia use the bathroom? Wonder what state that might be. Mary Ellen, would you care to answer?
Hashtag Pennsylvania.
Hi, Mandy.
How many cells?
We are going to pick the best actor at the end of the night. So probably in about 20 minutes.
Lisa?
What'd she say now? Dean, is that Alcatraz in Pennsylvania? This would be the one off of the San Francisco coast, if I remember right. Yeah, which one did Clint Eastwood escape from? Good point, Alcatraz.
Mm-hmm.
Jim, 300. 130 from Michelle. 336 says Movie Mania Nick.
That's very specific.
Yeah, that is very specific. 330 says Gloria.
I'm saying 315. It's in the threes, I think.
Yeah, 300 says Joey. Or I mean Joey, Keith. Sorry, Keith. All right.
I'll say 400.
400 from Steve.
I'll go 350.
Scott says 300.
300 from Scott. 350 from Rachel. All right, 315 from Mary Ellen. All right, guys, the answer is 336. I think we have people in the know here. All right, and how many prisoners tried to escape? Oh, Nick, it was in the movie. Yes.
I think there was 3, but I'm not sure.
They said it in the movie. I have never watched that movie, but it did have Clint Eastwood.
Let's see what Nick says, and I'll say his answer.
Yeah, how many prisoners tried to escape? All of them, says Richard. All of them, says Jim.
Successful.
I think there's a common thought going on here. Okay. 3 did, many try. Oh, interesting.
That's true.
They've never proven whether those 3 actually made it or not.
Okay, then I might have a conflict in my answer. Escape from Alcatraz was really good. Okay. I'll have to watch that one. Gloria says 13. Nick says 35. Mary Ellen says 35.
Yep.
Yeah, my guess would be hundreds tried to escape.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
Well, that's true.
27, says Donna. Yeah, it's probably kind of a gray question.
And they all went to Pennsylvania.
They dug a tunnel to Pennsylvania.
By way of the Panama Canal.
I did see that other movie. What's it called with Morgan Freeman? you know,
Mm.
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yeah, good movie.
That was Escape. All right. The answer is 36. And according to what I read, none were successful, but I think you're right. There were 3 that made it, and then they never
Yeah,
discovered if they lived, and they probably died.
they've had that on television a few times, on those Believe It or Not things and all that stuff.
Right, right. And it's not used as a prison anymore, right? It's just a tourist thing.
Right. The ghost hunters go there now.
Okay.
I've been to Fisherman's Wharf, but I've never been out to Alcatraz.
Oh yeah, me too. Okay, here's our next question. What country has the longest alphabet? Is it Saudi Arabia, China, or Cambodia?
Mm. I'm.
What do you think, Scott?
I've got an idea.
Cambodia.
He thinks Cambodia.
Cambodia? Okay.
I'm
I'm
thinking
guessing.
China.
Yeah, I'm guessing China.
Yeah.
China says Rachel. And Steve said China?
Yeah.
Okay. Carlos says closed 9 months after the 3 escaped. Oh, okay.
There's just so much nuance to each one of those characters that they write with. I feel like each one of them is considered a different letter.
Okay. China says Donna. Cambodia says Lisa. China says Michelle. Keith going Saudi Arabia. Jim going Cambodia. So, all right, Mary Ellen?
Hey, Lisa, I'm going with you. I'm going Cambodia.
Cambodia. Gloria also Cambodia. Okay, so we got Rachel, Steve, and a number of people in the chat, China. We got Scott, Mary Ellen, Jim, Gloria with Cambodia. And then we got Keith, Saudi Arabia. And the answer is Cambodia. Nice call. 74 letters. And I think what you see in Chinese is you'll see lots of complicated words, but I think this has most letters. Not all of them are used today.
Mm.
All right, this new exciting game is dedicated to T-Town, Mary Ellen.
Oh, no.
Where was the first baseball stadium in America built? Was it in Alaska, Hawaii, Pennsylvania, or Alaska? What do you guys guess?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Nice.
Nice place to play ball.
Woohoo, Dean. I figured that from a morning radio show. Yeah. Bring me back in here. Come on. All right. Donna says Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Lisa's going Pennsylvania. 2 Alaskas. Yeah, that's right.
You do have 2 Alaskas up there.
I know. Good old Pennsylvania, says Michelle. New Jersey, says Keith. And the answer is Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Nice.
What a shocker.
Yeah.
1909, Forbes Field, which
Field.
opened on June 30th, 1909, in the home of the Pittsburgh Pirates until 1970. Yes. Pennsylvania. Okay.
That's a cool stadium.
It looks big, doesn't it?
Yeah, huge.
I think they're making them smaller. They made our Twin Stadium smaller, like only 40-some thousand. So, okay, cool. All right, next. Buzzword. Whoever would have guessed. All right, buzzword. You all know the game. I basically give you the buzzword and then a clue, and you tell me what the answer is. Like, foremost in quality is first rate. So here we go. The word today is can, okay? Can. So that means the word can is in every answer. Now I will ask my online participants, Rachel, Steve, Scott, Mary Ellen, give it about 10 to 15 seconds before you answer. All right. Here we go. Kitchen gadget. Rachel got that one within half a second. Can do, says Elisa. And Michelle the quilter. Yes, can opener.
Sometimes
Gloria?
it's a can't opener though.
Those things are still kind of not.
They can be
not
finicky.
yeah.
Hmm.
Can opener, says Nick. Lisa, can opener. Can Ada? Oh, I'm slow. I get it now. Opener, yes. Can opener. All right, cool. Let's go on to the next one. Can opener. Cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Mm.
Keith.
Is it a phrase? It can be a phrase, right?
It is a phrase.
I think I've got this.
Got it? Go ahead.
Yes. I think it's opening a can of worms.
Ah. And you know what? I cantankerous. I can.
Oh, I like that one, Jim.
Cantankerous. Yeah, that's thinking. But Rachel had it. Open up a can of worms.
Lisa says it's Keith.
What's that?
Lisa's answer, it causes a lot of trouble, is Keith.
Oh,
That counts. You can get a point for that.
of course.
There's no can in it, but
Yeah,
we'll take it.
No, you can.
you can. All right. Tiny preserved fish tightly packed. Hey, Dean the turkey legster.
These do not belong on pizza, and I don't know what to tell you.
That's correct, and Carlos had it. Can of sardines.
Mm.
Yeah. I get it, the salty, but the thought of fish on pizza freaks me out.
Do you like sardines on a cracker?
I don't like sardines,
You don't? Oh, man.
but I love pizza, and I think pineapple can go on pizza.
Sure.
Oh,
But
don't
I like sweet things.
Hawaiian pizza.
I'm not big on the pineapple thing. Sardines in a can, and I'm sure John probably gets the best they have. Yeah, I wanted to say that. I believe it's Dean the Turkey Legster's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy
Dean.
birthday, Dean. Should all sing happy birthday.
Yeah.
Carlos.
Collection of people singing happy birthday is always interesting.
Yeah, we get off on the timing. We'll just say happy birthday. All right. Cool. Great to have you here, Dean. Hope you're having a great birthday. All right. Yes, can of sardines. All right, next one. DiCaprio movie.
Mm.
Oh, I think I know this one.
All right. We'll give it about 5 more seconds.
He celebrates all month.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. And yeah, man, Dean, it's great to have you here.
Oh,
Way to
look
go,
at
Donna
you.
and
Yeah.
Carlos.
All right, you guys got it. Catch me if you can. Donna was first, Carlos, Jim, all came in at about the same.
Is that what you thought, Scott?
You had it, Scott?
Yeah.
Did you like that movie?
Yeah.
Really good movie. I gotta say, DiCaprio, he nails his roles. I mean, really, he had to act a lot younger than he was in that movie. All right, next one. Outdoor game that kids used to play.
Oh,
They
Got it.
still sometimes do.
Oh,
Do
really?
they?
Yeah, I
I
think so.
I never played that game.
Kick the can.
I believe, yep, and I believe that's what Jim was trying to say. But Nick got it. Kick the can, kick the can, kick the can. What was the point of kick the can? Was it? What did you do?
You had to get there first before you got tagged.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Nice. The good old days. Kick the can is correct. All right. Now here's my new segment, and here's where I got inspired. Jim has these he has these breaks during his live stream. Okay. Now, Marion, what are you laughing?
Well, you brought up coffee.
Okay. And so I wanted to have a break, and I'm going to play something for you, but I have to explain it first. So before I got into live streaming, I was into podcasting, and I had a friend and I started what we called the Life Podcast Network. And we worked on podcasts like crazy. And I had a number of them. He had big ones, and I feel like I'm missing something here.
No,
Oh, Jim,
keep going.
Jim has a morning radio show too. I've heard that. Yeah, and here's the radio. So anyway, we had this podcast network, and while I was doing it, I've always wanted to say that I quit my day job and left and pursued my own dream. And in fact, I interviewed people in a podcast called The Dreamer's Moment. And it was all people who had left their day jobs to pursue their dreams. And then I had this idea for one called Leaving for Good. And it was going to be my story about how I left my job, which of course I never did, to pursue my own dreams. All that to say, here's the intro that I created. I hope you enjoy it. I think it's kind of funny. Let's give it a shot here. Okay, ready?
The sleeping creature is awoken by an unnatural noise. It startles him. Groggy, the primate, stumbles into an area where he will meticulously groom himself for the day. Once completed, he moves into another part of his nest where he prepares a hot, dark brown beverage brewed from ground beans that come from a tree. The mammal is slowly waking, staring ahead with a blank look on his face, planning a series of events that allow him to eat and maintain ownership of his nest. He eventually leaves his nest and joins thousands of other mammals, all on a trek to the place where superior primates will tell them what to do. Yet this primate is actually dreaming of leaving for good.
Welcome. This is Leaving for Good, the podcast for those who want to quit their day jobs and pursue their own dreams. Tired of that 9-to-5 job? Feel chained to your desk? Ready to be your own boss? Join us as we talk to others who have done exactly that and learn how you can take those next steps to freedom.
All right, there you go. Did you get it?
I'm
Least
so sad. You need to go quit.
I know. It was the voice of the voice of why can't I think of it? The animal guy.
Richard Attenborough.
Richard Attenborough. Thank you, Steve. And so, yeah, of course I didn't really hire Richard Attenborough. It was a guy who sounded like him. Thank you, Jason. I enjoyed putting that together. All right, let's move on. Movie quotes time. All right, I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
Nick?
Nick, Jim. All right, Nick. Yes, Spaceballs. Are you guys haven't seen Spaceballs?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
No,
That
I live
is-
under a rock.
Mel Brooks movie.
I have a theory about Spaceballs that it's actually funnier when you're talking about it than when you're watching it. It really wasn't that. I mean, Mel Brooks has a style where he just takes a joke too far, in my opinion. But you talk about it and it's hilarious. Michelle got it. I would expect no less from Nick. Yes. I'm, like I said, it's funny. Pizza the Hut. If you remember Pizza the Hut.
Hmm. Rick Murray,
Nice.
he's funny anyway.
Space All Smiles is actually funner with libations. Yeah. All right. Next movie quote. Here we go. Ready? I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh, I know that one.
Scott knows. What is it, Scott?
Yeah.
You got it. It's 2001. That's right. Did you like that movie? Yeah.
You remember who said that? Hal.
That's right. Keith got it. Lisa got it. Even Lisa got it. What do you know?
Wow, Lisa.
Jim got it. All right. Good one. Okay. 2001: A Space Odyssey. All right. Now, guys, I hope this works out. I do want to try reading your minds again. All right. Now, we're going to all do this. Every one of you is going to participate, and I am going to be the mind reader. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to do some math things, and then we'll see what happens here. Okay. All right. Here we go. I want you to don't tell me. Don't say it in the chat or anything. I want you to just think of a number between 1 and 20. Just think of it. Okay. All right. Yes, Lisa, it's definitely going to involve some math here. All right. Does everybody have their number? If you want to keep it simple, keep it below 10. But anyway, between 1 and 20. All right. Now, what I want you to do is multiply your number by 9. Okay? Okay. I'll give you a second.
Rachel.
Okay. Okay. Everybody got their answer? Mary Ellen?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Now I want you to take your answer. I want you to take all the digits in your answer and add them together. Now let's say, for example, your answer was 23. Well, take the 2 plus the 3 and you get 5. Okay? So take the 2 digits in your answer and add them together. Okay? Or if you have 3 digits, add all of them together. Okay? All right. So hopefully you have your answer. All right. Now what I want you to do is subtract 5 from your answer. Okay? All right. Now I want you to, your answer represents a letter. 1 is A, 2 is B, etc. So think of the letter that your number represents. Okay? Got it, Rachel? I think Rachel knows this one already. All right. And now think of a country that starts with your letter. Okay? All right.
Lisa.
I hear the ice calling me. All right, now I want you to think of the second letter in your country and think of an animal that starts with that letter. Okay. All right, does everybody have their answers? Do they know what country they got? They know what animal they got? You have it?
Yep.
All right. Now I will do some of my thinking. And I will ask you, how many elephants do you think there are in Denmark? Now, how many people is that? Is that what you got, Steve?
Yep.
Mary Ellen?
No.
Okay. What did you come up with?
Elk.
Elk. Nice. I never thought of that. Rachel?
So Dominican Republic
Yeah.
and ostrich.
Ostriches. Oh, that's like you knew it, right? You knew this one.
Yeah, I've heard this one.
Okay.
Nick and I.
Okay.
I see you, Nick.
I won't do it. I won't try this one again. All right.
Hey, it was pretty close though.
Very good. Well, at least I got Steve.
Michelle too. We all picked elk.
Did you really? Okay. So John says exactly. So I'm assuming, and Gloria said exactly. Jason says wow. So hopefully we got a few people with this one. All right.
Good mind reading.
What famous person was born in Pennsylvania? Was it Thomas Jefferson, Groucho Marx, Taylor Swift, or George Clooney?
Mary Ellen.
Mary Ellen. Scott and Steve, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
Okay, Donna says Taylor Swift. Jim says Taylor Swift. Michelle says Thomas Jefferson. And then Larry Fine.
Oh, Donna, that's too cute.
She lived on a Christmas tree farm. Oh, wow. That's
Okay, Donna knows the whole story.
apparently. Swift says Gloria. Okay, Rachel, Mary Ellen.
I'm going with Donna because she seems trustworthy.
Me too. She knows the story.
All right.
I will follow her.
Crouch says Keith. All right. The answer is Taylor Swift.
I'll be darned.
Donna's a Swiftie.
Nice.
I used to be when she was more country.
Was she more country?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how she started.
See, that's what I know. Right? Okay. Which decade or which year? In what year was the printing press invented?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's going back a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
You had a
remember it like it was yesterday.
I worked in a printing press company back when they used the old Heidelbergs,
Mm-hmm.
Very
believe it or
cool.
not. Yeah,
Spaceship Earth has the history of it.
that's right.
I think they still use Heidelberg presses.
1450 says Keith, 1440 says Gloria, 1440 says Nick. We seem to have a pattern here. 1280 says Jim.
I'm going to say 1400.
1400. 15th century says Jason. 1400 says Donna.
Lisa said,
I believe Shep Industries. Where is Shep, by the way? In 1810.
I don't know, he's MIA.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Building
Donna's-
a house.
Going with 14. Oh, that's true, right?
Who invented it?
1440 says Donna. All right. You never know. Do you think that sometimes we talk about people and they're actually watching us and
No.
no,
Yes.
ninja mode? Come on.
No.
Well, oftentimes I'll mention somebody and all of a sudden get a text from them. So that's it's
Oh, really?
totally possible.
All right. Any more guesses, Rachel?
I'm going 1441.
1441 and a half.
Right,
It's-
right.
You go with 1426? 1446.
1446. Okay. And Steve, you said what?
I said 1400.
1400. Mary Ellen?
I'll go with 1440, Dean.
Because of the commonality.
The consensus.
Ask Gutenberg, says John, and he's right. And the answer is 1440.
1440.
Gutenberg had established the basics of his printing press, including the use of a mobile, reusable set of type. And what I did in my job was one of the things I had to do was sort slugs, leads and slugs. They were spacing pieces and they were metal, so that you put all these things on a big, press thing. You had to have things to hold it in place.
So were you a typesetter?
Yeah. Well, no, that was above me.
Mm.
Yeah, this is when I was going to college. So, all right. Bonus question. What is currently the most popular printed newspaper in the USA?
Wall Street Journal.
Okay. Wall Street Journal.
New York Times.
New York Times.
Yeah, first one that came to mind was Wall Street Journal for me.
Okay. Scott, any thoughts? Yep. Wall Street Journal. And Lisa going with New York Times. Jim going with New York Times. All right. Donna says New York Times. John says New York Post. U.S. Today. Hello, Kay. Good to have you here. They still print, says Dean. They do indeed. I like a good old printed paper now and then. New York Times says Keith. Jason says Wall Street. Michelle says New York Times.
Daily Planet for sure.
The Daily Planet. Roving reporter for the Daily Planet.
The answer is Wall Street Journal. Good call, you guys. In terms of print, the Wall Street Journal is most popular, followed by the New York Times. So you all did very nicely. And then I'm pretty sure the Daily Planet right after that. All right, what movie is this? And I do expect this one to go fairly quickly. Anybody here have a thought on what movie this is?
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles, says Steve. Look into the chat.
Horsing around.
That famous movie. Keith also says Blazing Saddles. The ants and Jim says Blazing Saddles.
Honestly, every time I see like a Western movie, I'm like, oh, it's Wagons West or Wagons. Was it Wagons East? Which one?
Wagons West.
Okay.
How the West was won, says John. The next slide is this.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys are all too smart. It is definitely Blazing Saddles. Okay, Wilby, Jason, y'all got it. I can't remember that actor. It was just such a goofy movie. Again, Mel Brooks. This is the scene where they put a toll booth in the middle of the desert to stop the bad guys. And of course, they ran right into it.
I mean, that would stop me.
Oh, I think one of them wanted a quarter or something. Slim Pickens was asking them all.
Slim Pickens, yeah. And of course, we think of oh gosh, why did I just forget? Gene Wilder, more in Willy Wonka, but he was the star of Blazing Saddles. Yes. All right, I think we're finally to Blazing Saddles. We're finally to the best actor. Not sure if you're still there, Mandy, but it is time to finish this. Oh no, not finish it. We're going on to some new matches now. Forrest Whitaker or Brad Pitt?
What do you think, Scott?
Okay.
He's going with Forrest. I'm going with Forrest.
Okay. 2 Forrests. Pitt says Nick. Brad Pitt says Gloria. Forrest says Michelle. So that's 3-2 right now. Whitaker 4-2 with Jim's. Mary Ellen and Rachel 5-2. 5-3.
Brad Pitt.
4. Okay, 5-5.
Forrest Whitaker.
6-5 and 7-5 Forrest.
Well, it's close.
8-5 Forrest. Ooh, we're gonna see Brad Pitt knocked out. And you know who's ninja watching? His former wives, and they're happy. Angelina and the other one.
Jennifer.
Yeah. See how bad I am at remembering stuff?
Hi,
Yeah.
ladies. I hope you're doing well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Forrest Whitaker, moving on. All right. Tom Hanks or Colin Firth? Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks for me.
Tom Hanks.
He's gonna get eliminated, but Colin first.
Okay. And what do you like him in, Rachel?
The one with the bear. What's it called?
Oh, yeah. At Paddington, or
Yes.
is that it? Yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Tom Hanks says Nick. Tom Hanks says John. Tom Hanks says Kay. Tom Hanks says Gloria. Hey, you got somebody with you there, Rachel.
Oh yay!
There you
Go
go,
Keith.
Keith. Colin Firth. Tom Hanks says Jim. Jason says Tom Hanks. Dean says Tom Hanks. Michelle's Tom Hanks, but likes them both. Colin was great in The Kingsman. Yes, he surely was. Mary Ellen?
Colin.
Colin, really? All right. That's cool. Obviously, Tom Hanks, moving on. You know what I was watching just yesterday or today was a little scene from that Mr. Rogers movie. Man, Tom Hanks nailed that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next. Oh, DiCaprio or
Mm-hmm.
Cruise? Here's two big heavyweights.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Leonardo.
Yep, Leonardo says Steve. Scott?
You, Tom? Or Leonardo? Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. All right, we got 2-1. All right, ooh, I got to get counting here. So 2-1, Tom Cruise. All right. So 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3, 5-6-3, 7-3, 8-3, 8-4, 9-4. Mary Ellen?
DiCaprio.
10-4.
He takes it.
Sorry, Rachel and Cruise fans.
That's okay.
I expected DiCaprio would probably move on. But Tom Cruise, he's a big money generator. Huge. All right, next one would be Daniel Day-Lewis or Ewan McGregor.
Pennsylvania.
What are you laughing about?
How did you do that?
Do what? I think you're seeing things, Mary Ellen. What did you see?
That's kind of scary. I'm seeing things.
I saw it too. We share a brain.
Whoops.
Daniel Day-Lewis or Ian McGregor? You like Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yeah.
I like Ian McGregor.
Okay, 1-1. Daniel Day. All right, so 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. That would be such an insult.
Well,
You think-
he's up against the whole state.
All right. Now I got to go back and count. I know Scott said Daniel Day-Lewis, Steve said Ewan McGregor, and now I got to go from there. All right. Sorry. Boy, this is going to be tough.
Okay,
right.
remind me movies they've been in.
Daniel Day-Lewis has been in Gangs of New York, There Will Be Blood, Lincoln, My Left Foot.
Hmm.
Last
Ewan,
of the
all things Star Wars.
Last of the Mohicans. Yeah, Ewan
Oh,
McGregor,
well, yes.
Star
Yeah, yeah.
Wars. But he's been in a lot of stuff. He was in that Tsunami movie. He was really good in it.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to have to count it all over again, but I'm going to get Mary Ellen and Rachel your vote first.
Ewan.
Ewan? You too, Rachel?
Yes.
Okay, so we got 3-1 Ewan, and now I'm going to go back to the chat. All right, 4-1, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, 6-4, 7-4, 7-5, 7-6,
Uh-oh.
7-7. All right, I have 7-7 right now, and I have not voted.
Uh-oh.
Break the tie. Break the tie.
There is no question for me. It is Daniel Day-Lewis.
Hmm.
I really like him. I consider him the best actor of all time.
Oh.
Not
All
that
right.
I don't necessarily like his movies as much as I would like a Tom Hanks movie, but yeah, I got to go with Daniel Day-Lewis. You're welcome, Nick.
It's okay. He just made half his fan base angry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was
Please,
split.
please come back. Oh, and that was it. That's it for the evening.
Oh, great note to end on.
Yeah. Well, gosh, look at that. We got 3 minutes before the top of the hour. Yeah, that was a hard choice, Jason. Sometimes I do bring back both if it's that close. Maybe I'll consider it. All right. Well, Mary Ellen's got a show on Wednesday nights. You all know that because everybody here is in that show. Mary Ellen, we're on for this week.
Absolutely.
All right. And Scott, Steve, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I'm on every Wednesday.
Yes, he's on my show every first Wednesday.
First Wednesday.
And Scott also has a podcast, and I think I forgot that I was going to put the link in the chat.
Hmm.
Well, can you get that link to me, or did you already get it to me, Scott?
No. I
You want-
will.
All right. We'll get it to you.
All right, thank you, Scott. All right, well, Rachel, we're so glad you're better, as
Oh,
Lisa
thanks.
said.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Dean.
Yeah, Dean, did you watch that Rocket Man thing?
I did. Oh, I have to. Well, now I
Go
could get
figure
into
how
that.
old I am.
I want to talk to you about that sometime. But I actually thought, as old as it was, his flying looked kind of real. I thought so.
I like the control he had, you know.
Well, he was straight as a board.
I like his ray gun too.
Yeah, shooting down missiles in the middle of the sky. That was great. All right. Well, thank you for that. And Dean, thank you for being here. Dean the Turkey Legster for being here on your birthday. We're honored. Dean has some hilarious things to say about his birthday. Anyway, that's because I'm his friend. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. We'll see you Wednesday at Mary Ellen's show. And until then, have a great week.